Welcome back to the west coast of Florida, Desoto Speedway in Bradenton, Florida, for the running of the RC Cola 200 for the Hooters Cup late models. The cars have been fired and are rolling on the speedway. And here is your starting lineup for tonight's RC Cola 200. Starting on the pole position with fast time honors tonight, average speed of 101.50 miles an hour. Formerly from right down the road in Sarasota, Florida, now calling Dalton, Georgia home in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet Monte Carlo, Bobby Gill. Starting on the outside, the front row, a driver that's had 7 top 3 finishes so far this year. The new point leader in the Hooters Cup Late Model Series out of Lake Wales, Florida, in car number 10, the Budweiser Chevrolet for Mario Gosselin. Second row on the inside, a former track champion here at DeSoto Speedway. He's currently 10th in the point standings out of Pinellas Park, Florida. In the Miller Genuine Draft Chevrolet, it'll be Jimmy Cope. Outside of him, a surprising young rookie. He's been in the top 10 all season long out of Sugar Hill, Georgia, the Norcross Auto Chevrolet for Steve Christian. Starting in the third row on the inside, car number 91, dropped back to third in the point standings out of Stockbridge, Georgia. In the RC Cola Draft, Magby Contractor Chevrolet, it'll be Mike Garvey. On the outside of row 3, the winner last time out here at DeSoto Speedway back in March for the Hooters Cup late models, car number 7 out of Hialeah, Florida, the naturally fresh salad dressing Chevrolet for Daryl Shelnut. Fourth row on the inside, car number 38 out of Harrisburg, North Carolina, the Jackaroo Barbecue Sauce Chevrolet. It'll be John Crow. Outside of him, the 175 car, local driver out of Clearwater, Florida, another former ARCA competitor, Dave Pletcher. Fifth row on the inside, Randy Fox out of Fort Myers, Florida, in the Hooters Chevrolet, and he qualified 10th, but he's elected to start scratch. The driver that we mentioned earlier injured. He's currently second in the point standings. He's going to be going to the first caution flag before giving it over to Dave Mater III. Dick Anderson out of Wildwood, Florida, the Mopar Performance Dodge Daytona. Starting 11th, car number 18 out of Fayetteville, Georgia. It'll be Ronnie Sanders. Outside of him, the 37 car from Cumming, Georgia, be Larry Raines. Starting in the 7th row on the inside out of Lake Mary, Florida, car number 74, Jeff Burkett. Outside of him in car number 75, Dalton, Georgia's Russell Bearden. Starting 15th in car number 77, a good qualifying run for this youngster from Lakeland, Florida, looking for major sponsorship on this car, Tuffy Hester. Starting 16th, the 00 car out of Barberton, Ohio. It'll be Roger Black. Starting 17th, the 6-time All-Pro champion, car number 98, Jody Ridley out of Chatsworth, Georgia. Then it'll be the 6 car for Derek Kelly. Starting 19th, Nevin Jenkins out of Homosassa, Florida, car number 3. Outside of him in the 31 car, John Holofield out of Sullivan, Indiana. 21st will be Mike McCurry Jr. out of Winter Haven, Florida, in the Nikon Optics Chevrolet, car number 57. Starting 22nd, Tracy Goodson, Pensacola, Florida, in car number 1. Thomas Niccolo will be in the 36 car from 23rd starting spot. 24th will be John Urwich in car number 33. 25th will be the 88 car of Richard Brinson, and starting 26th will be the 9 car of Shorty Mills. Tony Altieri, car number 21, will go 27th, and 28th is Lynn Steinhaus in car number 13. That's your starting lineup for tonight's RC Cola 200, and Mark, with Bobby Gill on the pole position, no stranger to this racetrack.
Has many wins here, back with the former All-Pro KISS Series, the All-Pro Series, the NASCAR Series. He's won here many times, so he's probably going to get a quick jump. Mario better be on his toes.
And it is probably hard to start on the outside here, and it will be interesting to see how Mario Gosselin handles that in car number 10, as he has been on a tear as of late with top 3 finishes.
But you also have Bobby Gill on the inside, Jimmy Cope, and Mike Garvey are the first 3 on the inside. So it's going to be tough for him to get down in line unless he gets a good jump on Bobby.
And they're getting ready to get down to it. Field rolling through turn number 3. They'll be looking for the green flag from starter Tony Boswell. There you see Dick Anderson at the back of the pack. Green flag is out. We're racing, and Bobby Gill does get the jump into turn 1. He'll grab the lead over Mario Gosselin. Mr. Excitement, they call him here at DeSoto Speedway. Jimmy Cope will move up into the 3rd spot, and they begin to pull away from the rest of the field with Mike Garvey in 4th. He's got Steve Christian outside of him in car number 12. There you see Bobby Gill with a 2-car length advantage, and Christian making contact with John Crow in turn number 1. Everybody gets it straightened out, and so far everything looks good in the early going here in the RC Cola 200 for the Hooters Cup late models. There you see Thomas Nicola in the 36 car battling back in the pack with Mike McCurry Jr. There you see Nevin Jenkins in the 3 car battling with the 6 car, Derek Kelly, the youngster out of Lakeland, Florida. Bobby Gill brings him down the front straightaway with Mario Gosselin in 2nd. Gill holding down about a car length advantage, but Gosselin staying right with him, Mark.
He is, and Dickie Anderson's holding on to the back of the field right now, praying that he can keep it in the same lap with the leaders and hoping for a caution right now. But Bobby Gill's coming up quick on the back of this field, so Dickie better be looking in the rearview mirror. Maybe he needs to pick up a few spots.
I heard some conversation earlier that Dickie Anderson said if the leaders got up behind him early, that he would go ahead and bring the car in under green and let Dave Mader take over for him. And I'm sure they'd rather have a caution so they wouldn't lose any laps on the speedway. But Dick Anderson has got to be hanging on for dear life of that 92 car, because that has got to be very painful driving with 11 broken ribs, especially with the G-forces here at Desoto Speedway. These turns are banked about 14 degrees, and that puts an awful lot of pressure on those ribs.
It does, and it also has a few bumps down here in turn 3 and 4. So it's a little rough. We got a caution coming out for Richard Branson right now, so this is just what the doctor ordered.
This is just what Dick Anderson was waiting for, that first caution. So we'll keep our eye on the 92 car and see if Dick Anderson, he's going to try to come across the line, make the hard left into the pit area, and Dave Mader is standing by in the infield. The crew chief, Frankie Grill, is there with him to help with the hookup. And there you see Anderson dropping down on the apron. And it looks like he is going to be bringing the Mopar Performance Dodge into the pit area. He's going to come up to the head of the field just behind the pace car and try to gain all the time he can. And Dick Anderson was moving pretty good up through the field, but I know that he is one driver that wants to get out of that Dodge Daytona.
Oh, he was coming up pretty quick. He looked in his rearview mirror and saw the leaders on the same straightaway behind him, so he decided it was time not to ride anymore, but go ahead and pick up a few spots. He got lucky, like we said, what the doctor ordered. He needed a caution. Now he's got it, so we'll watch and see how quickly they can change this driver.
There he comes. He's going to move up as far as he can in the field before he ducks in the pits, try to save as much time as he can before the pace car, and he brings it up alongside the pace car, and he is looking to get in the pit. He's waving to the pace car driver, pick the pace up a little bit, I want to get in.
Well, he wants him to pick it up now, but he wants him to slow it down once he does get in.
There you see Dave Mader III out of Maylene, Alabama, a multi-time All-American Challenge Series champion, and he has a victory here at Desoto Speedway. He's very familiar with this racetrack.
He is, and like he said, he didn't come to play, he come to win. So even though he'll be starting in the back of the pack, we ought to see him coming through pretty quick.
Here comes Dick Anderson to a stop in the infield here at Desoto Speedway. The window net going down. Dick Anderson very carefully climbing out of that automobile, and boy, he looks like that he was looking forward to getting out of that car.
He's happy right now that he can put somebody of Dave Mader's caliber in there to try to keep him in this point race. You see Mader not taking any time. He's going to get out on the racetrack and probably finish buckling up and get the window net once he gets out there.
Dave Mader now driving car number 92, the Mopar Performance DuPont Paints Dodge Daytona. And as you said, Mark, he climbed in the car, threw it in gear, and went. He's buckling up on the fly. But
in this type of racing, the cautions don't count. You don't go a lap down. So he's got time, but he just wants to make sure he's got plenty of time once he does get buckled up.
So he is moving up to, looks like he might be bringing it back in to finish buckling up. He's going to try to get up alongside the pace car. And again, Dave Mader is coming in. He's going to finish buckling up is what he is going to do. Crew chief Frankie Grill down there standing by, helping him out. And as Dave Mader said in his interview with Doug Rice, that he and Frankie Grill have been together before.
They have. Frankie's been with some great drivers. He's been with Dave Mader. He's now with Dickie Anderson. He was with Bobby Gill, who's leading this race.
And also the late, great Butch Lindley, driver for
and
Frankie
Neil Bonnet.
Neil Bonnet through the years. So they're getting that hooked up. They're getting the radio communication hooked up. And Dick Anderson there offering some advice to Dave Mader. They're going to try to get him out there before the pace car comes around. He's got plenty of time. Back out on the speedway. He's going down the front straightaway. And there you see the leader, Bobby Gill, just now coming out of turn number 4.
Oh, he's putting on a show right now for the fans in the stands right now, watching how quickly they can do this.
And watching Dave Mader in practice yesterday, he was using the outside groove a lot in the 92 car, and he said that if he's going to go to the front, that's where he's going to have to do it. And there you see Dick Anderson standing by in the infield as it looks like Dave Mader is going to bring it in one more time. And
kind of looks like a worried papa out there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Dick Anderson waiting for Dave Mader to come into the infield pit area. He's walking around the front of the race car now, looking at the automobile. And I asked both Dick Anderson and Dave Mader before this evening's race, what's the setup on the car? How different do you like the cars? And Dave Mader said Dick likes a little bit looser car than he does. And Dick very quickly said, we set the car up for Dave.
There you go. That's what you need in the long haul, because Dave Mader's the one that's going to have to take it the rest of these 89 laps.
And the crowd here at DeSoto Speedway giving Dick Anderson a nice round of applause as Dave Mader is now in the car, and Dick Anderson going to play spectator the rest of the night. But Dick Anderson does get the points for making the start.
And we also have a unique situation here. At 100 laps, we'll take a mandatory 7-minute break. Because the pits are on the outside of the racetrack, you can't pit for tires. So they'll get 7 minutes to readjust the car to Dave Mader's liking later in the race.
Bobby Gill on the point as we get set to go back to green. Mario Gosselin in the second spot. And the 15 car, Jimmy Cope in third. We go back to green after a caution flag for Richard Brinson's spin on the Speedway. And Brinson, I believe, is back out on the Speedway. So the field now, once again, under green with Bobby Gill out in front. There are 14 laps in the books. We're working lap number 15 of a scheduled 200 for the RC Cola 200 here at DeSoto Speedway. There we see back through the pack Randy Fox, who is a familiar driver here at DeSoto Speedway in the Hooters Chevrolet. He's leading the veteran Ronnie Sanders out of Fayetteville, Georgia, car number 18. Russell Bearden right there in the 75 car. So they've got a good battle going on back through the pack. And the field beginning to string out a little bit. There you see John Crow going around Dave Pletcher, a driver out of Clearwater, Florida, who's run on the ARCA Series, run some Winston Cup races, but no stranger to DeSoto Speedway.
No, he likes it here. He's had several major victories here at DeSoto Speedway. He's going underneath of John Crow and then thinks twice about it. John Crow on the start a minute ago lost 2 or 3 spots on the racetrack. He had a bad start and 2 or 3 cars got by him.
And the field beginning to string out a little bit. That battle is back for about the 6th position. John Crow in the 38 car as it's Bobby Gill out front, Mario Gosselin second, Jimmy Cope third, Mike Garvey fourth, Darrell Shelnut running in the 5th spot. And John Crow stays out in front. 6th will be Steve Christian in car number 12. And in the 7th spot, it'll be John Crow in car number 38. And here you see Crow in the Jackaroo Barbecue Sauce Chevrolet. So Dave Fletcher running in the 8th spot. 9th will be Larry Raines in car number 37. There you see the top 2 automobiles of Bobby Gill in car number 71. Mario Gosselin staying right with him. And as you were saying, Mark, we're going to take a 7-minute mandatory pit stop at or about the halfway point. So Mario Gosselin, I think he's just got to kind of be content there to sit behind Bobby Gill. And as he's done for so many races, running behind Dick Anderson, Mario's computer in his head has got to be going pretty strong now. Bobby Gill has a lot of laps on this racetrack. Mario Gosselin following him right in his tracks. And Mario Gosselin, he learned this racetrack quick. He was the 2nd fastest qualifier. He's the new Hooters Cup point leader. So he's probably just sitting there riding and learning different things from Bobby Gill.
Well, he's riding right now, but he's not going to turn down the opportunity. If Bobby Gill makes a mistake, then he's going to try to take the lead, but he's not going to be aggressive about it. There we have Roger Black trying to get underneath of Jeff Burkett. Jeff's one of our good rookies that didn't make it to the Ohio Series when we went up there, so it's good to see Jeff back with us this weekend.
Jeff, always a crowd favorite here in the Sunshine State of Florida, and he's run a few laps here at DeSoto Speedway through the years. And there you see Dave Mader in car number 92. He's moving up on that battle now, and he's moving well through the field.
He's taking his time. He doesn't have much choice. He's got some fast cars ahead of him. Larry Raines has definitely got some problems. A few minutes ago, while Dave Pletcher was working on John Crow, Larry Raines pulled right up on his back bumper, but here's Larry Raines having trouble. He's going to the high side of the racetrack.
Looks like he might have developed a push on the car, wanted to push up as the leaders begin to work through the back markers in the field as they go around the outside of the number 9 car, Shorty Mills out of Dunellen, Florida. And there you see the 2 leaders, more lap traffic in front of them. They're trying to go around the outside of John Urwich out of Fort Myers in car number 33. Urwich out of Naples gives the leaders room, and Mario Gosselin gets sideways. Boy, he almost lost it there, Mark.
That wasn't. You look at Mario over the last few weeks, that was an unusual move by him.
Trouble right in front of the leaders. The 36 car, Thomas Nicola, spun right in front of the leaders, and Bobby Gill just got to the outside to miss that.
Now that was close. This is what Dave Mader wanted, though, right now. He's picked off a few cars. He's picked off some of them that are pretty quick, but he's really got some quick cars in front of him.
And one of those cars, Jody Ridley's got Derek Kelly directly in front of him. And then the 6 car, Derek Kelly is there. Then the 98 car, Jody Ridley. And We've talked about this before, that Jody kind of runs in the back of the pack early in the race, but we'll look for him to be up there in the front towards the end of that 200 laps. We're going to take a quick break and then be right back with the restart of the RC Cola 200 and take a look at the replay right after these messages. So stay with us.